I can do this shit.
It's all right, guys. All right. Welcome back. Damn it, we are here. Is Tap In with Antonio Fahrenheit. That's me. And today I had to wear my Aloha shirt because yes, I am still on a high from my trip. If you follow me on social media, you would have seen all those exciting things, and we'll get into a couple of those things as we flow through the show. But I have to start off by saying, damn it, it feels so good to be back. We got a lot of tea going on today. You know that Nicki Minaj is in the news about her husband and all of those things, those allegations, and so forth and so forth. We're going to talk about that. We're definitely going to be bringing up what Kamala Harris and Biden have been planned for our credit scores out there. So if you're having problems with credit, this might help you out, brother. And then there's also a couple of different things with the other celebrities. So we're going to jump into our first. We're going to jump into our first song because it still is Virgo season. I'm going to play Beyonce, damn it. So you're going to ride with me. All right. We'll be right back after this one. All right, guys, if you're on Facebook, make sure that you guys tap in over here on the AMP app. Make sure that you are streaming. That's the best way to get the music breaks. All right. We'll be right back. We're here, Facebook. Make sure you guys go ahead and join us over here on the AMP app. That is the best way to listen to us during these music breaks. All right. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So let me tell you something real quick before we jump into something real good, because we're gonna tap into the comments for Tinashe and Chris Brown. We got to talk about that, but I want to first ask you guys.
Bitch, what is it? It's not.
Right
You
here.
have to take off this joint, I think.
Yeah, you got to take that off. All right, we're doing it. Here we go. Look, here we go. I know you guys like to see me. We're back. So I wanted to ask you guys, about Sukiana. Now, everybody has seen this girl completely grow right in front of our eyes. Now, is it so wrong to live your life out loud the way she does so freely? Is it such a bad thing? Because everybody has something to say about Suki, but the main thing that hit me is whereas Suki responded on social media. She's talking about how black people, okay, now they're saying that she makes black women look bad. And her response to that was, y'all been looked horrible. Now, I want you guys to sit on that. I want you guys to tap in on the comments, and I want you guys to let me know how y'all feel about that, because we're going to loop back around, and we're going to talk about Sukiana and how she feels about black women, and then also how she doesn't have to represent anything specific for anyone. She's just being herself authentically. Okay, so let's jump into the comments over here with Tinashe and Chris Brown. So if you guys remember, a few days ago, Tinashe went on and had an interview, and she ended up discounting Chris Brown because he basically got looped up in an R. Kelly question. So Tinashe was asked, do you feel any regret or remorse or embarrassment basically for having a song with R. Kelly and Chris Brown? And basically, she went on to say, of course, she feels embarrassed about having a song with R. Kelly. She was super embarrassed about that. But then she started to talk about more label things regarding Chris Brown. She felt like he didn't really need to be on that song because it was more pop centric. But I don't know about y'all, but Chris Brown's pretty pop, right?
It is.
Chris Brown makes pop music, so that kind of didn't make any sense. So of course, Chris Brown, with his sassy ass, he had to come back and say something. And the funniest thing to me was that he didn't think that anybody could name 5 Tinashe songs. Okay, so if you were set up, name 5 Tinashe songs or die, he said everyone was dying.
Oh, wow.
And quite frankly, I think that a lot of people would die. I
I
think
would die.
people would die. People would absolutely die because outside of Two On, I don't know if it's, yeah, you don't really have too many songs that make people go boom. I know 5. Name 5 Chris Brown songs.
And 3 and 5 is Brown songs. But
Go
that
crazy.
should be
Go crazy. Question.
Privacy.
Privacy. Come on.
China.
Under influence. I don't know.
Okay, right. I don't know. Right. Okay. Look, we got 5. So see, there's a difference, and you should be honored. And I think that that's where he was going with it. You should be honored to have a song with Chris Brown. Come on. I think you guys are going to have to let go of the bullshit. We all know that Chris Brown has had his history, but when are we going to get over it? Like, when are we going to get over it? I know. And some people still butthurt about it, but Chris Brown still is a great artist, and he has not been convicted or sent to jail.
Oh.
But R. Kelly has.
Well, yeah.
Let's get back to that. Okay. Okay, let's get back to that. Okay, now R. Kelly has been sentenced and sent to jail. So she has all right to say that about him. But okay, so the clapback was funny. But she comes back and says that it's all love, right? So, but let's tap into the comments. Some people said that the Tinashe and Chris Brown, they fight like cousins.
Okay.
Okay, so you know that cousin that just likes to just, act like it never really happened. But did you know it happened? You know it absolutely happened, and you know you were being shady to me. And Chris Brown is that cousin that says, you know, you were being shady to me. So you know, I kind of actually agree with that. So someone says, okay, this is Young Littlefoot, and this is actually someone verified. You know, verified today is anything. Honestly, I think Tinashe would get more support if she would embrace the fact that she's really a Kentuckian and not a Cali girl. So I don't know what the fuck that means, but Kentucky, is it shade? Kentucky, to be a Kentuckian? Are they saying that she's not really?
Kentucky means like you're from
She's
the
from
country.
Kentucky. Oh, okay. So
and you're not a Cali girl.
Okay. They're saying that you're not a Cali girl, Tinashe. They want you to come on out of that Cali closet. Okay. All right. Let me get you guys one more. So it's basically they said that it's been a beef going on since whoa, they brought in Kaylani and her suicide attempt. I'm pretty sure he's still good on you. Okay. And then they go on to say that's what you always do. You throw stones and hide your hands, then play innocent. So I don't know if that's a common trend with Tinashe because she's rarely in the news. She's not that popular. So you know, it's kind of funny that she didn't just kind of gracefully bow out of that question and kind of dodge it or laugh like Sierra just did in her interview about Future asking them about co-parenting. She just giggled the whole time. You know, and just like laughed it off. Sometimes you got to pay it, right? And it's okay. But you know what? Because we still are okay with Tinashe over here. I dug a little bit in the playlist and I found a song that we didn't list. So I'm going to play that and then we'll be right back on our next hot topic.
Bitch, nobody gives a fuck about Tinashe.
I don't think anybody's gonna fuck about Tinashe either. Like, honestly, let's be real. We'll be
What's
back,
the song with Chris Brown?
You know, she's ignorant, and so I don't expect much from her. And so I'm not really surprised, but I am surprised that she said it out loud or posted it on the internet. I am surprised by that. Um, I don't know what to say. She's just ignorant to me, and I just wouldn't pay attention to anything she said.
Now, how much weight do you think celebrities have when it comes to upholding an image of the entire race?
Well, in this day and age, you have to define celebrity. What are you famous for? On top of that, people nowadays are famous for anything. And so the whole elegance and status that you used to have as a celebrity, or that you had to uphold a certain image and stature about yourself back in the day when you were a celebrity, that has gone away. So I don't really know who the celebrities are and how to classify them. So in my, she doesn't hold weight. Um, and for the black race, just her select group of supporters or whoever likes her.
Whoever rocking with it at the time, right?
At, at the time, because it's gonna go away soon.
Well, I appreciate you calling in, Tyron.
Yes, and I appreciate you for having me. Look, I'm gonna be on here.
Yes, thank you, thank you. We gonna finish up Tinashe. We're gonna get into our next topic.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, so if you haven't already, guys, let me redirect it all. Let me get you guys. This is the life, I tell you. Okay, let me redirect you guys over here to the AMP app. If you haven't already, make sure you go right over there. That is the best way to get the music breaks, and you get to jump into our chat room. Also, that little bonus where you guys can call in and chat with me directly. Also, don't forget about YouTube. You guys have to subscribe to that YouTube channel and make sure that you're on there streaming when we are live. Okay, so it's always, multi-platform. We're like on 4 different platforms that we push all this through. So make sure that you're following us on all of those. Okay, so make sure you tap in that heart and that heart, the double tap everything on Facebook. Okay, you guys can comment there as well. But like I said, the best way to get the music breaks is to join us on the AMP app. Okay, so if you're on Facebook, you should be able to find that link on my page. Okay, find that there, and then also the link is in YouTube as well. Okay, so I wouldn't be a non-biased reporter if I didn't even talk about my own people. Damn. I don't want to have to bring her up, but I have to because, like, who would I be? Like, I would be so shady. I think that people should read me if I didn't. But Little Kim, damn. All right, so Little Kim is covering Ebony magazine for 50 years of hip hop. We all know that this is the 50th year of hip hop, and everybody's been doing all layers of, um, celebrations and history lessons and all kinds of things like that, right? So this is their tribute to hip hop. They're doing 5 different covers of of course, big hip hop legends, and one of those people happened to be my girl, Little Kim. All right, now, I know the people have been the people have been fighting with Kim's image for a very long time. Okay, and now here's an opportunity for Kim to have a beautiful photo on the cover. We haven't seen her on the cover in a while, and they overtouched it. Okay, they didn't retouch it; they overtouched it. And here it is. Okay, they overtouched it. I mean, they did Facetune times 3, and honestly, Kim doesn't deserve that. Honestly, Kim doesn't deserve that. And of course, social media went crazy, and they like, oh, here we go again, right? No, Kim had to respond. Kim normally doesn't respond. She says, "Who is this?" Yo, what? She says, "Who is this?" Because that's not the photo I approved or any other content they've put out. I always told Ebony it looked like a painting, but they didn't want to listen. They said they loved it. It's the sabotage for me. The funny shit about this is that it's their retoucher. So she said that they retouched it. Okay, so she's pointing the finger over at Ebony magazine. Um, Now Kim is an icon. She's been in the game for a very, very long time, so she would know what it takes to get something approved for a magazine. This isn't her first rodeo. Okay, so I have to hold her accountable there in that space. Okay, now this is the shady part. The photographer, he goes to say, this is Keith Major. He goes, man, she wanted to be in control of the retouching. So this is what we got. Like, this is what we got. Wow. Not in support of it, not in like nothing, not just nothing. Just we ain't had shit to do with that. That was her, basically. So, we gotta jump into the comments. Okay. So, people say one thing about Kim is always being real with it. She's a whole icon and disrespected for no reason at all. So to have a lying, unprofessional clown who took horrible pictures on Ebony is weird. Okay. So my thing is it right for us to blame Ebony? Is it right for us to blame Kim? We don't know who to blame. We just know that we're sitting here watching the mess unfold. We see Kim, and we know we've seen you with a lot of Facetune things. We also know when Ari does your face, and we also know when you do your own face. So it's like we know if you're a Kim fan, you kind of know what's going on. But this, damn, Kim, I can't stand behind this one too much, and I know that's probably why you stood up, because too many of your fans also were like, damn, we be riding for you, Kim. Like, this ain't it. This ain't it. It's very face tuned. So she posted another picture of this edit, and it honestly I told y'all I'm not going to be biased. It's honestly like the same picture. It honestly looks kind of like the same picture. Like it was like a contrast lighter. Like it was just kind of like just a little bit pulled back. So Kim is beautiful. I mean, honestly, she's aged well, even though with the plastic surgery. I honestly feel like she's aged well if you get into her photos. But She just does. She doesn't believe it, and I really hope that. Yeah, that's my girl. I love Kim. I love Kim. I ain't want to shade her, but I love Kim. I had to report on it though. I had to report on it. I feel bad for Kim, for real. Where's your But in other news, I always say, you gotta find you got to find your confidence within. Okay, now this isn't to say that she isn't confident. I'm sure she is 100%. Also she has the money to do these things to herself. You have to also remember that. Let's not forget that. People forget the coin is involved, and it's a lot of girls that go and do plastic surgery, but for some reason we always demoralize her the most for it. I think it's because black women were really rooting for her, and they really got disappointed by the plastic surgery. They were really disappointed. They were like, "Damn, we had a champion, and then damn, you did that." But look at your current champions today. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing, and y'all are rooting for them. I don't know. It's easy to diminish history. But people like me, we're going to keep the history alive. So shout out to Kim. Happy 50th anniversary to hip hop, of course. Um, and I hope Ebony fixes this. I don't know. Should they like send out a new photo, or they're going to do a new photo? They can't do a new photo. They've already pushed this out. It's over. It's over. It's clipped. You can't really do anything about it. Well, it happens, you know. But I do have I do have something on my playlist for her when we have the opportunity. But we're gonna jump right into the next thing. Now, even though we talk about Kim over here, we gotta talk about Nikki too. But see, now Nikki's tea is a little bit more juicy. I'm gonna keep it real because one photo not looking that great versus your husband out here on the streets threatening people, and then now the court system has ordered him 120 days of house arrest. Damn. Ain't that karma a bitch? Imagine thinking that you can still do street shit when you have the public eye on you. I don't know when people are going to realize that you can't do the same shit in every space. You got to pick and choose. You got to know it's a time and a place for everything. Okay, now we all know that this man Kenneth Petty is he was a convicted felon. He did go to jail. He was released, and it was a very heinous charge.
What was it?
It was rape.
Well, there you go.
Right. It was. That's on document. They say allegedly, right? But back when, all of this was, coming out into the to the public eye, which was fast because people wanted to know the tea about Nikki. There was threats to the girl that made the charges, that, the victim. There were threats to her. So basically, they kind of, threw that under the table because it's, it's the queen, right? And so now that Kenneth Petty, the husband, has now gone out into the public eye again and done this. He went out on the streets of New York City, okay? And they were, mind you, I ain't never seen New York be so fucking empty. Like, the streets was empty. Like, you didn't even threaten a passerby. I don't know who was threatened, but clearly somebody was. But he's out there with his crew, okay, and he's threatening Offset and Cardi B. So Cardi B and Offset don't have shit to do with this 120-day sentence, okay? This was in the public eye. You posted this on the internet. You are a post felon. Okay, you've been to jail before, sir. Why would you go on Beyonce's internet and threaten another public figure? And you're married to a public figure that's known for beefing with this public figure. like, I don't know if he had a moment of just being a woman, or he just had, like, because it wasn't hard to me. I don't think that was very thuggish. I don't know what Thug does some shit like that. I thought thugs do shit in private. They do the real hard shit in private. They don't do these type of threats online and publicly. Because if you a real thug, threats are honestly their promises that they most likely happen. You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't put that online because you are going to do it. Like, it's going to actually happen. So, it kind of negates the whole being hard thing. So, here it is. You get slapped with this court doc. And now let's fast forward into this, because they say home detention. It's so funny. It's so funny. So DJ Vlad goes on to say that Nicki Minaj has done multiple attacks on the hip hop community. Okay, so this isn't the first attempt. So they're saying that she's a multiple abuser. That's what they're saying, allegedly, right? Allegedly. Okay, this is what she does. Okay, so he says, Nicki Minaj, this is on Twitter. Nicki Minaj's husband is on house arrest for threatening Offset. Right after that, she previews a song on IG saying she got killers who will pull up and do what she say. Now, what they were doing on the block was basically that, I don't know, maybe she was just trying to legitimize her lyrics before she dropped the song, but I don't know. It didn't really work out that way. So this was the same Nicki who threatened to send her husband to Academic's house for his comments about her. Now, I remember that. I remember that she felt like Academics shouldn't be coming at her because she's a woman, and he should be dealing with her husband. So she sent her husband to deal with him. Now, we've all seen a lot of these things happen when the girl will send somebody to go and hurt somebody, and then it turns into a whole fucking debacle. And now here it is. The police have gotten involved so that it doesn't happen. Now, social media is not that happy. Now, when I say social media, I really mean the fucking Barbs. The Barbs are not happy with this. And I understand. I wouldn't be happy with this either, because if I'm in this delusional world that this person is perfect, I wouldn't imagine that this person would ever threaten anyone. Like, I couldn't imagine that, right? So here we are, and DJ Vlad he has a whole thing. Like, you got to get into it. You got to get it's entire thing. I'm not gonna go through the entire thing, right? So Nicki Minaj, here it is, goes on to say more about what happened with the CPS swatting, right? So that means somebody was calling and saying that she was harming or putting her son in harm's way. So this was her way of deflecting all of the shit that was going on with the husband. She has yet to say shit about her husband. She ain't say, "Hey, I told him to stay in the house, y'all." Like, nothing. Like, she didn't say anything about that at all. She jumps right into some old shit. And of course, you know who supported it. Shade Room, because that's what they do. That's what they do. They support the bullshit. I want to pull it up. I honestly want to pull it up for you guys so that we can actually see that, because Nicki goes on to and look, she's on Hollywood Unlocked right now saying we mobbing. It's just more incrimination. I don't know. I don't know, Nicki. I love you, Nicki, but damn, girl, it's just sometimes you gotta know when to stop. You gotta know when to stop. Are we ready? Are we ready on our end?
It doesn't work.
Oh, okay. So we're not ready on our end. We're not ready on our end. Okay. Okay, no problem. No problem at all. All right, guys, we'll be right back with our next topic. And yeah, I'm listen, this is not me. This is not me reading Nikki. I love her. You know, I love her. I love all the girls, but I'm reporting on what's going on. Now, she did it. She putting it out there, and Kenneth is putting it out there too. So we're going to talk about it. We'll be right back. All right, we'll be right back shortly, guys. Make sure you're joining us over at the AMP app. All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to Tap In with Antonio Fahrenheit. That's me. Okay, we're streaming right here on Facebook, YouTube, and we're over here on the AMP app. Make sure that you go and support us over there. Okay, subscribe. Make sure you like it. Make sure you follow us everywhere you can. Okay, make sure you follow me on Instagram as well at Antonio Fahrenheit. You know, it's nice and easy, right? You like that? Okay, cross branding, right? We're all the same. All right, so listen, we're going to talk about some current events. So we're going to switch gears from our celebrity topics. We're going to go right into Kamala Harris, okay, and Joe Biden. So a lot of us millennials have been, kind of turning a blind eye to what's really going on in politics and so forth and so forth. So But when there is something that will relate to us, that will be beneficial to us, we talk about it. So here we are. We're going to talk about this one. So Kamala Harris is announcing that the Biden administration is working on removing medical bills from people's credit score. Now, woo, Americans out there, damn it, you know that those medical bills are fucking your credit up right now. You know it. You know it. It done fucked your mamas up. It done fucked your daddies up, your aunties and uncles. It done fucked up a lot of people's credit score with these medical bills, right? Okay. Now, I didn't seen one pop up, baby. I didn't had to go and handle that now because I was in college. They didn't really, when you in college, the insurance that you have, they don't be processing stuff properly. So you got to go back and make sure that they go and process and be like, bitch, I had insurance. Okay. You had to go back and clear all of that, baby. I had insurance. Go ahead and collect that from them, baby. Okay. So, but if you have it, this is what's going to happen. So I went out, I did my research. Okay. So, because of course, Hollywood Unlocked, where I got the article from, they didn't have the full thing. So I'm going to give you this. I went on and I searched. Okay. So here we are, US Today. Okay. Vice President Kamala Harris said Thursday that the Biden administration is taking the first steps towards removing medical bills from people's credit scores, which could improve ratings for millions of people. Harris said that would make it easier for them to obtain an auto loan or home mortgage. Roughly 1 in 5 people report having medical debt. The vice president said the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is beginning the rulemaking process to make the change. The agency said in a statement that including medical debt in credit scores is problematic because mistakes and inaccuracies in medical billing are common. So you see what I'm saying? They was billing, and I'm like I said, I have insurance. I've always had insurance, baby. I gotta ask I always had insurance. I had to have insurance. Like, shit. Okay, if you want to live. All right, so mistakes and inaccuracies in medical billing are common. It's so common because guess what? You got somebody at home doing medical billing from home, just and they fucking up, right? Access to healthcare should be a right and not a privilege. Harris told reporters in a call to preview the action. These measures will improve the credit scores of millions of Americans so that they will be better able to invest in their futures. Now, this is some shit that could help people systematically. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Now, that's some action, okay? Now, this is almost as good as if a group of people went around and spray painted all of the traffic cameras black. Like, now that would be something. Okay, now this is great, but that would be greater. Okay, now, let's work on the traffic cameras, Kamala. Let's work on knocking that price down for the tickets. Damn it. Okay, that's next on the docket, Kamala. Tickets. All right, but no, thank you, Biden administration, because this is actually going to be very useful to the millennials and all of our kids, because that means if there were inaccuracies and things like that, you can go back and get that dealt with. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, what about student loans? Bitch, they've been working on it. Damn it, we don't know yet. They've been working on it. But I love when they like to pop up with the other things that they are working on too, because we never really know what's going on unless you're really paying attention, right? So there you have it. Kamala Harris and Biden are doing a little bit of something, something for the people. And you know what? I like it. We'll be right back. back. So you know how we do it. I got to give you guys how we function over here at Tap In because we still new. We're still fairly new. So I like to just remind you all what's going on over here. So we are multi-platform, so you guys can follow us over on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram at Farron Media. You can also subscribe at Farron Media on YouTube. That's where you get to see the lives after the show. So if you happen to just tap in solely on the AMP app, you can always go back and you can see my pretty face on YouTube. Okay. And that's also another way for you guys to jump in outside of just being here. But the greatest way for me, I say, is to be on the AMP app because you get all the music breaks and you get to call in along with the chat room where we're always chatting it up. Okay. So thank you guys for supporting us today. That is great. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm gonna give you guys. I got one more topic for you, and then I'm gonna end out with our affirmations after our next song. So let me get. So let me. Let me get you. Let me get y'all into this one. Okay, so let me bring it back around. So Sukiyana. So y'all been looked horrible. Let me give y'all my thoughts on this. Right. So now I hear where she's coming from. I don't think that she's I don't think that she's talking to black women as a whole when she says this anyway. I think that she's talking to the haters when she's speaking on this. The people that are jumping in her comments that are saying this most likely look a little hit in their profile photos, or they looking crazy, or they not really all the way pulled together. So I'm sure that's probably where she's aiming that energy. Okay. I don't really think that she's speaking on it as a whole, but also if she is, if she is, if she is, my thoughts are that you can't lay all of the entire race's um image on one singular person, or even just a particular amount of people. Like when you do that, that is something that you do individually. That's your own type of categorization, but that is not something that we do on a grand scale. Honestly, when it comes to representing women right now, it's a lot of women right now that are on the more ratchet scale, and it's highly supported. It's high, we love the ratchet, ratchet it up, we love it, we love ratchet right now. This is the ratchet era. And you know, but it's not the first time that people have enjoyed ratchet shit in the media, or in online, or in TV, or in movies. People have liked this shit for the longest, right? But this is the most ratchetist era of America ever. And for her one to be pinpointed to be that one person that is basically driving this, she should kind of feel, you know, I don't know, kind of feel good about that. Like, she stood in her ratchetness so firm that the people think that you're the cause of everybody's failure. Like, like you are an impact. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta feel like you're a true fucking impact. So, Suki, I don't know if I'm too upset about that, because I don't really think that she was coming too hard, but I think that her point was, it's a lot of women and men, it's a lot of people in general that look fucking crazy, or that's been doing crazy shit for the longest. So it ain't new. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's saying. It ain't fucking new. Y'all been looking like this. Y'all been shaking y'all ass. Y'all been twerking. You know what I'm saying? So if I look horrible, y'all look terrible because y'all been doing it. Like, and I have to ride with her on that. Did anybody? If anybody else wants to call in on that, please do. You have the time. While we play this song, I do not end my damn show without playing a Kiki Palmer song, because y'all know how I feel about my Virgos. it is Virgo season, and even when it's not Virgo season, somebody got to support Keke Palmer's music, damn it. And it's going to happen over here. All right, we'll be right back. Oh, my mic's not muted. That's how you feel about Keke? All right, guys, we are back. We are back. We are back. Here we are with Tap In with Antonio Fahrenheit. Guys, thank you so much for listening tonight. It's been a great show. Here we are. We're going to jump right in with our 10 affirmations for today. Okay. You guys ready? I am peaceful and whole. I am proof enough of who I am and what I deserve. Mm. I'm responsible for myself, and I start there. I am safe and surrounded by love and support. Somebody repeat that for yourself right there. And that's a good one. I'm still learning, so it's okay to make mistakes. I am understood, and my perspective is important. I am valued and helpful. I am well rested and excited for every day. I am worthy of investing in myself. Yes, okay. And here it is. I belong here and I deserve to take up space. Now, that one, you got to repeat and you got to live by that one, okay? Because you all belong here and you deserve to take up space. It's been a beautiful time. Thank you guys for tapping in. We're going to play one more song and we are out of here, guys. Have a great, great evening. We'll see you guys back on Monday. We'll see you guys back on Monday, okay? On Monday. We'll be back, okay? All right, y'all. See you guys. Thanks for tapping in. Monday, baby. We'll be back. Follow us on the AMP app, guys. If you're not already, Facebook, YouTube, make sure you follow us on the AMP app. Nice and easy, Mr. Fahrenheit. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, guys.